The best in the business all season long. The cream of the crop. They look to continue that dominance tonight. Pacers, Timberwolves. Coming right up on 2K Sports. We hope you're wearing the green today on this special presentation of the NBA on St. Patrick's. Special K, the playoffs are not far away. What kind of discussions are going on right now in those locker rooms?
Kevin, at this point in time, it's all about focus and intensity. You understand who you are and what needs to be done. It's now a matter of preparing yourself in your mind and body to go out and do that. You've worked for it, and complacency is not an option.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. And it's Mathurin in at the 3 spot. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ballgame. Siakam misses. Halliburton against McDaniel. It's Edwards on the wing. MP outside. Gobert with a screen for MP. With the drive. Clock at 4. Jacks up a 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
The challenge with defending Edwards, he's a 3-level scorer.
Last outing for Indiana. They won that game against Milwaukee. And you see, don't you, Clark, the steady progression year over year for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he's already an all-star since his 3rd season. With Edwards, the chance is there, if he continues to show the same improvement he's shown thus far, that he's going to be MVP caliber, and I dare say, perhaps the face of the league for several years to come.
Here's McDaniels after Indiana gets the 3. 11 feet away. Randall no good. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Mathurin. Gobert pulls it in. Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Left side, Edwards. Pass to Randall. Randall is doubled. Here's Edwards. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Edwards got 5.
And the offense, 3 of 4, a solid start for this game.
And it's Halliburton missing. Look at Minnesota. They took the win in their last game against Utah. Gobert with a screen on Halliburton. Here's MP. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. 5 points in the game.
MP doing a great job letting the play develop, making the defense pick their poison.
Siakam deciding where to go with it. Outside Mathurin, and a wide open look for Halliburton. Indiana again missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Pascal Siakam is nominally a power forward, but his versatility at both ends of the floor allows him to play a number of roles. Siakam says that's where the NBA has been going. It's always positionless basketball, and I feel like I can do anything. And in today's game, Kevin, that means tremendous value for Siakam. Back to you.
Doesn't it? My goodness, David, he is something else. Thank you very much. Here's Mathurin, following the basket by MP. And Halliburton gets it to go on the assist from Mathurin.
And he's such an efficient 3-point shooter. Halliburton has an outstanding feel for when to fire from deep.
Chalk up 2 there.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Clark, these Indiana Pacers play at one of the quickest paces of any team in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's quite fitting considering the nickname, Indiana Pacers. And they do set the pace. They love to push that rock, and they do it relentlessly. Catching you before your defense can get set. It's a beautiful way to play. Tell you what, though, you got to be in great shape to make it work.
Here's Mathurin, following the basket by MP. 41 seconds left here in the opening quarter. for 3. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
Will it go? Halliburton, that's good. Halliburton's got his second bucket of the night.
Whenever that mid-range jump shot is available, Halliburton is going to take advantage of it. He's a really good passer, but also an opportunistic scorer.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
They get it again. Outside Mathurin. Offline with his 3. Over in the corner, Edwards takes the 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Edwards got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Timberwolves. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their work from beyond the arc has been to highlight a lot of 3s, finding the bottom of the bucket. We've got more in store for you right after this. And it's good to have you back with us. Here's how. Lineup here for the Timberwolves. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Isaiah Jackson. Pascal Siakam comes in for Toppin. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Aaron Nesmith. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. And so in the game for the Pacers, the perimeter pairing with Nembhard and Mathurin. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Halliburton into the point. There's Siakam following the basket by MP. And a wide open look for Mathurin. Off target from outside. Minnesota leading by 9. On the wing, MP. McDaniel sets a screen for MP. 1:43 left in the first half. Good on the triple.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Nembhard with it. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Knocked away. It's stolen by Gobert. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against the Jazz had a huge game. He scored 31 points, and so much of that damage he does is from long range. A fantastic performance from him. Something he wants to repeat tonight. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Here's Halliburton after the basket by Minnesota. That won't go. He's failed to score in 6 of his 11 tries from the field. Here comes MP. 29 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Launches a 3. There he goes again. That's his 9th straight basket. He's a perfect 9 for 9.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
Here's Halliburton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You love the seemingly endless energy that Halliburton gives his team. Always pushing himself to deliver his best effort on every play, every day. Shooting 2.
No good on that one.
Seems like Halliburton is always looking to do a little more, always making the extra effort. That's fairly rare.
He hits the second from the line.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. MP getting it done for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. We'll return shortly.
When Tatum's not out there, the lineup takes a major hit. He's at the center of what they do offensively, and they ask him to guard the league's best.
And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for the Timberwolves.
Well,
thanks for joining us. Now let's toss.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's MP in at the point. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by McDaniels. Here's Halliburton. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season? Get used to seeing that over the next 10-plus seasons. MP taking flight.
Turner passes to Halliburton. From 12 feet out, MP grabs the miss. MP's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Nembhard. Launches it. Connects from three-point range. Halliburton's got 18 points in the game.
There it is, the first basket of the half after missing their first 3 attempts.
And the dunk by MP.
Well, MP sensed his opportunity and did not hold back on the drive.
There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be. Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
Pass to Nembhard. Here's Turner. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by MP. MP's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Outside Mathurin. Halliburton outside. 6 on the shot clock to stop the run. And he lays it up and in. Halliburton's got 5 points now this quarter.
A terrific effort from Halliburton so far offensively. He's not holding anything back on that end of the floor.
Gobert finds MP. Back to Gobert. Good good, and the assist goes to MP. He's got 8.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. MP really making a difference here.
He can't miss from deep. The defense has to regroup here, and I think they've got to change things up because he's locked in from behind the arc.
Some changes for Minnesota. Kenrich Williams, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Alexander Walker comes in for McDaniels. And it's Trey Mann in for Edwards. And the Pacers also making a change. Nesmith, he's checked in for Benedict Mathurin. Now, here's Siakam. He has yet to score. Nembhard the pass to Siakam. Here's Turner. He's defended by Randall. Now, Nembhard shoots over Mann. A shot by Nembhard, no good.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. And once again, off the mark by Indiana.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Mann finds MP. Outside for Randall. His three-pointer's off the mark. Indiana's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Mike Conley's checked in for the Timberwolves. Substitution now for Minnesota. Joe Ingles is checked in for Randall. Clark comes in for Alexander Walker. Dillingham's checked in for Trey Mann. And MP subbed in for Mike Conley. Now, here's MP. Yes, that goes in. MP's got 10 points here in the second half.
MP's been the catalyst for them tonight. Solid leadership from this young man.
And now, let's send it over to David Aldridge for an update on T.J. McConnell. David.
Well, guys, I was able to talk with the head athletic trainer of the Pacers. He said that the hip is bruised pretty badly, but overall, it should be okay. If he were to miss time right now, it would really hurt this team, especially during the latter stages of the season. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
On the court right now for the Pacers. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. Obi Toppin out there with Aaron Nesmith. And it's Jackson in at the 5 down low. Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Jackson. Pascal Siakam comes in for Toppin. And it's Benedict Mathurin in for Aaron Nesmith. Here's Nembhard over Dillingham. That one wide left. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now here's Turner. Pass to Siakam. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Dillingham with it. Siakam's there. Ingles with a screen on Halliburton. MP kicks to Ingles. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 3 assists in the game. Indiana's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Free throw, good, Mathurin. Regarding court layout, Clark, do you think there should be more space around the court to reduce collisions?
Yeah, part of me would say that makes a lot of sense and would be prudent. I mean, you've got to balance that with access to fans who want to be for those premium seats as close to the action as possible. But it is difficult when you see a fan collide with the players. So I think you balance it. I would like to see a little more room. Give the fans the experience and access, but maybe create a little more cushion between the playing surface and those high-priced seats.
Now, here's MP. Here's Dillingham. No good on the 3.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Minnesota.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
Well, in a dominant year where we've watched this team battle night in and night out all season long, this will bring their win total to an impressive 69.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Here's Nemhard. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.